Alright, hi, Future Cold Ramen here. So, just before we get started, I do want to say this is a medical horror game. So, there will be a lot of gross things in this. So, if you're squeamish about things like, I don't know, up close with bloody things and things getting chopped off that shouldn't be getting chopped off, do note that this game has a lot of that. So, if you're squeamish about that sort of thing, yeah, do not watch this video, okay? But yeah, that's gonna be the content warning. It's gonna be gross and it's gonna be medical, and yeah, just make sure that, if it gets too much for you, feel free to click off, because it's, yeah. Now time for the actual video. Alright, hi, welcome to Smile More. So in this game, you play as a, medical practitioner, because you essentially have to turn imperfect people into happy people. What does that mean? I don't know, but essentially, you have to operate on sedated patients, fix their defects, and then submit their files to the Ministry of Happiness and Peace, which is totally not ominous whatsoever. And so yeah, without further ado, grab a cup of coffee and prepare to smile more. That's the first time I've ever said that. I'm never gonna do that ever again. Yay. Oh.
Rise and shine, my fledgling fixer-upper. It's finally time for you to take center stage and do the thing you know and we love. Make everyone as happy as can be.
Yay.
How are we doing that? Well, I'm glad you asked.
Yeah, how are we doing that, automated voice?
With the help of our government-approved 100% safe-to-use Twilight Bliss, lovingly sponsored by the one and only Ministry of Happiness and Peace, you, yes you, have the power to fix every defect imaginable and sculpt people back into tip-top condition. So do it right and cross it off the board once you're done. You only get 3 strikes before you're out. You don't want to know what happens to fixer-uppers who go over 3.
Okay, I will make the Ministry of Happiness and Peace happy and peaceful.
That'd be pretty dangerous. Remember, everything you need to know is available for you in your files. And there is nothing worth more than the 1,000 words found in a smile.
Oh, so true, so true. Spin facts.
Be at peace and get your next patients up and running with happiness. For smiling is our duty.
I've never smiled in my life, but sure. Okay. Oh. Are you ready to submit your files? No, I am not. I will get rinsed. Oh, that's small. Oh, God, dude. Is there any way to read this? Okay. Blythe Hollis, January 24th. Oh, 3,325. Date of birth. Wow. Okay, so we are in the very distant future, which explains why we're blue. Not really, actually. Male, single, just like me for real. Not the blue. Current St. Crispin School of Thought. Clearly didn't think this through. 86 Aravo Boulevard, NA. Blythe Hollis is a second-year student with no outstanding features beyond his growing criminal record. Okay. And crappy disposition, both of which are impossible to deduce the cause of, as he is of an average household and ordinary upbringing. His life should be perfectly happy. However, a few days ago, Hollis was discovered by his friend, Valerie Wyatt, in the forest, squealing? Okay, yeah, it's squealing. Sorry, the VHS effect is kind of making it hard to read. Squealing strong language at a decibels impermissible by law after his fall into a fungal pit. The ensuing defects and alleged bad blood with Wyatt have since disoriented Hollis's face, burning away at his smile. What happened to Valerie then? Known crimes: prior possession and indulgence of illicit, unpleasurable text. Destruction and vandalism of on-the-spot smile stores. Acts of aggression towards staff from the Ministry of Happiness and Peace. Government notes: a former patient of... I can't read that. Your fixer-upper mentor prior to Dalt's termination. An anomaly has been detected in Hollis's left leg that needs to be investigated. Please ensure that Hollis really smiles by the end of the treatment. We cannot have him up in arms again. Patient status. What the balls? Where are you? Okay, so there's a defect here. Defect. Infected limb has been added to file. Oh, wonderful. What do I do with that? A forceps, pliers, like a Markiplier. Oh, why is there an eye there? Defect. Expression has been added to file. Remove all pins. Detected expression. Oh, you don't want that. Let's put a smile on your face. Bruising has been added to file. You have a tattoo too. We can't have that. Anything else? Besides your twig arms. Tattoo. Now why would you ever do that? Don't do that. Okay. Wonderful. Okay. Normal feet mostly. Okay, that's the pins. Okay, so I'm just getting a feel of all of this. What about? Okay, cool. Alright, let's see. W. Expression bruising. No, is the patient happy? He should be. Alright, what do we do with an infection? Bone saw, needle, ointment. Gauze, steel wool. Oh, splint. Pliers. What are you? I'm very concerned. What the I do? Oh, that's horrifying. Yeah, let's not do that again. What the heck? Okay. Oh. I see. What the? I'm so confused. This is... What are you? What is that? Sequessa? What? What did they just throw away? I'm so confused, bro. I'm so confused. I'm actually so confused. What? Oh, so this grabs a limb out. Oh, so I guess we have to, alright. Okay, I can't access my stuff here. Okay, I'm gonna throw this back in. And I assume I'm gonna need to cut your leg off. Okay. Oh. I don't like that. Why do you have a USB? Is this for me? The USB looks strange. Oh, that's vile, dude. That's so gross. Oh, jeez. What, do you not want a leg? Like, what do you do with the leg? Okay. Okay, wait, hold up. What's this? Oh. Make sure all information filed is accurate and matches your patient. Yeah, I'm slightly... I don't understand how to use items sometimes. Okay, wait, hold up. If I grab the eye, right, I can't exactly just access his face. Okay. Meep. Okay, that's horrible. Ay, bro. Aren't you? Oh god, dude. Okay, so how do I change his face then? Happy. We can change this. We can turn this frown upside down. Oh, Jesus. Okay. I'm gonna need to place a content warning. Yeah, because this is really gross. Okay. How do I change his face? Wait, hold up. Sorry, the hitboxes is kind of tacky sometimes. What am I supposed to do here? What? Did I remove anything? No, I didn't. What? Huh. Happy now? I'm so confused. Okay. Okay, so I need to go here. He's still spewing blood. Is there a sewing kit? Or sewing kit? Whatever you want to call it. Splint, steel wool, ointment. I'll give him some ointment. That'll probably work. Wait, so needles are there. Infection. Oh, okay, I'm dumb, sorry. Take a look at the patient file. All you need to know is going to be there. Inspect the body for defects. Important that you catch all the patient's defects upon their file. Fix the patient. Use the many tools at your disposal. Fix all the defects you can. Make them happy. Take the pins and the pin cushion. Fix their expressions. Broken line. Oh, broken limbs. Blunt and gouge. Okay. Open wounds. Needle and ointment. Oh, I see. Okay. So what about missing limb? Okay, so I need both things combined. Okay, so I can just drop it on the floor. That's a missing limb. Crooked teeth. Infected eyes. Tattoos. Okay, open wounds. Oh, needle and limb. Okay. Needle and limb. Okay, but I did that. No? Wait, how am I supposed to... Cause I clearly have the needle with me, but I just... Where's the limb then? Cause I need, it just kind of drops into nowhere. Oh, cause that's an arm. I can cycle through these. Oh, I see. Okay. Sorry, this is... Wait, you didn't want... You want to tape in a leg? You didn't want to take an arm to him? Like... Okay. Nope, okay. Oh, there we go. I see. I'm not dumb, I swear. Hold up, maybe. How am I... What the... How am I supposed to... Wait, hold up. Oh, okay, so it has to be the tip that touches it. Okay. There we go. In fact, that limb has been fixed. Yay. I'm so good at this. Okay. Only took me a bit. I'm sorry. Tattoo. What about tattoo? Steel wool and ointment. Oh my god. Okay. Steel wool and ointment. Okay. Don't worry. We'll get rid of that. Oh, like that. I definitely do not like that. Okay. You see, you're all fine now. You're so good. Oh wow, what kind of magic ointment is this? Tattoo has been fixed. Okay, bruising. Next. Bruising is ointment. Okay. Simple enough. Okay. Is this just concealer? I do not see this, and therefore I do not see. Okay, what else? What else? What else? What else? Expression, of course, of course. Expression. Oh, crooked teeth. I don't like you. Pliers. Oh, well, we can't fix a poor teeth, so I guess you're just gonna have to not have. Oh no. Oh merde. Yeah, that's not how it works. Actually, trust me, I'm a medical professional. Okay, how do I change this into a smile then? Oh. Okay, so I finally understand this. Okay, that's complicated. I had to look this up. Okay, wait, hold up, not that. But like, I had to look this up on their itch.io page. So apparently what you have to do is you have to grab it beforehand. And then you pin it in place before it moves back. Okay. Which is... What the frick, man? Ay, ay, ay. There we go. So happy, bro. So happy. Okay, there we go. Yeah, expression has been fixed. Okay, cool. So. You're gonna be so happy. Okay. Where are you, though? Enter passcode. I don't know what your passcode is. Do you know what your passcode is? Probably not. Alright. Yes. Nice. Tell me I'm not good at this. Okay then. Merrily Serling, June 12th, 3317, 75 Rake Road, known what the hell? Known ailments, Angel? Former St. Crispin's School of Thought, current Ministry of Happiness and Peace. The greatest performance St. Crispin's has ever produced in its millennia-long history. Merrily grew up with an immense amount of love and support from every community she's deigned with her presence, always cast for its center. Naturally, though she is not required to do so, Merrily stepped into the role of the Ministry of Happiness and Peace's angel, bliss following her every song and dance. Wait, is that ailments or is that occupation? I can't tell what that thing is. This unfortunately garners her attention from unwanted over-emotional terrorists. In an instant, they destroyed her Merry Day concert stage, robbing her of her perfection and the life of her chosen protector. None. Serling is suffering from atrophy and disrupted activity in parts of her brain. The dose of Twilight Bliss has been reduced to prevent permanent damage. Patient is in poor physical condition and refuses to eat. It is imperative she is fixed for her upcoming appearance on the ministry holiday program. Sorry. Okay. Well, broken limb, bruising, open wound, infected limb. That's fine, mostly. That's fine, I think. Infected eye. Okay, should be fine now. Okay. So we have bruising here, which is just ointment. That'll be easy enough to fix. Alright, there we go. Wonderful, okay. The only thing that was really annoying to do was just the face. But that's like, oh right, that's right. You're cooked. I have to say you're cooked. Where's my... Oh la la. Right, broken limb. I'll do that afterwards. After I'm done. Oh my god, so jank. There we go. And then it would be an arm with needles. Boop. See? Good as new. There we go. What about what was the broken limb thing again? A broken limb splint and it goes. Oops. What? No from 3 sides? That's fine. See? So good. So good. So good. That is open wound, which should be needle and ointment. Okay. Get rid of this. This needle and ointment. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. And then ointment. Yeah, surely this amount of ointment will be good for this giant friggin' cavity in her chest. Okay. And now you have an eye. What do we do with your eye? We have to pull it out with forceps. What an unfortunate thing. Okay. An eye. Okay. Alright. Oh. Alright. Ay, yoy. Literally, ay, oi. See? You're so healthy now. Okay. And then we're gonna fix your face because you're not happy. Expression has been added to file. Okay. Boop. You're so happy. Yeah. Good job, you. Any other thing that I should be aware of? Any passwords, you know? No? Okay. Well, if you just eat your food again, you'll be fine. You'll be back in tip-top shape in no time. Okay. Yep, okay. Hold on, I want to take a, well, no, don't do that. No crooked teeth, nice. Okay. And then take a screenshot of this, yeah. Yeah, who doesn't love such a horrifying thing on your thumbnail? Okay. Wait, hold up. I gotta pull up the file. Boop. 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 Okay, wonderful. Alright. Yo, 0 marks deducted. I'm so good. Okay, wait. Oh, 7476. 7476. Got it.
I'm still here. I'm still here.
Not for long.
Doctor, please. Those aren't the pins, right?
No.
Those aren't the pins and tools to shape my face, right?
No, they never be.
Doctor, come on. You're not like the others, right? You can still feel things, right? You still understand the things I can't anymore. How living really feels when you're not forced to smile, right? I know you do. You have it in your heart to let me go still. To let me have the face a coward like me should have.
What?
There's nothing keeping you from letting me still be me. So...
you know what I hear? I hear the sound of someone not trying to be
I
happy.
just really think... I mean, just... everything here. It's not right. It's... Get those things away from me. I don't want to change. 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 Doctor, please.
Our sincerest apologies, my friend.
You're all good. That man was not being happy.
Everything is all over now. The patient is fine. Be at peace.
I assume they injected him full of that bliss.
You can proceed with the operation again. Just make sure that the patient feels good, that he always feels good, so strife can never have its way with him. For nothing is better than when we're happy forever.
That's true. 7476. You're right. Okay. Malware detected. Doesn't seem like a ministry approved program. Oh, it's this. It's the Impossible game. Hell yeah. Oh, there's a timer too. Okay. Oh, well, that clearly touched the border, but I'm not going to complain about that. Okay. Are you ready to submit your files? No, I am not, actually. Whew. Okay, we're done with that. To 2. You have a broken limb. You have scarring. Unacceptable. You have more scarring. Also unacceptable. An open wound. How disappointing that you would do such a thing. More scarring. Your teeth are fine though. Unlike that first guy. Ugh. Your eyes are so wide and so calm now. Okay. Alright, well, I'm afraid that we're going to realign this. Boop, boop. Okay. Where's my cows? What? Oh, because I still had the forceps. What the hell, man? There you go. Just snap it back in place and everything will be fine. Okay. You, on the other hand, are needles and... Where's the ointment? There it is. There we go. Aren't you just glad to have such a competent doctor like myself? See? Everything is fine now. You'll do fine. Scars is just more ointment. Pretty sure that's just concealer, but we can ignore that. Right? Right. If you can't see it, it's not real. Yeah? There we go. You'll be as happy as that one song by Despicable Me. I know what I'm talking about. There we go. Oh, let's get this silly tattoo off of you. You don't need this. Why would you ever need this for? Okay, guess I'm not done yet. There we go. What? Are you still not done? Okay, there we go. It just like kind of auto goes at this point. Or I have to do it myself, but yeah, okay. Here we go. What else? Scarring. Oh, right, you did have scarring. That's fine. We'll patch you right up. No one will ever know that you were ever speaking out against me. you'll just be the happiest person that is required in this life. And I'll be all good. No one will doubt you. You'll be fine. No one will suspect that you're utterly just miscontent, you know? See, get yourself a big, big smile. Aren't you happy? You're so happy. You're so happy. I got balls. Sorry. Alrighty then. We should have everything fixed now. So happy. Aren't you all happy? We will all be happy together. Approved.
Well done, my fledgling fixer-upper.
Yay, that's me.
Aren't you just brimming with happiness after a hard day at work? You're not anxious or discontent in any way, right?
No, I'm so happy that I was able to make other people happy.
Good. That's what we like to hear. The ministry is looking forward to seeing you again tomorrow.
Yay.
There's still plenty for you to learn and discover on the job. Don't you want to let people do that? After all,
Yeah.
the ministry is looking forward to seeing you again tomorrow.
Okay, me too. Smiling is our due. You had a great shift. Aren't you happy you did your job? Okay, so that was Smile More, or at least one of the endings of Smile More. So there are apparently a couple of endings. I'm just gonna play this one, and then I'm gonna leave, or at least I'm gonna record this one, and I'm gonna leave the other endings for you to discover for yourself. So, yeah, it is indeed a free game on Steam and on itch.io. So, if you guys really do want to just try and figure out the other endings, do make sure to download the game and just give it a shot, because that helps them, that helps the devs infinitely more than just watching me play it. So do make sure to play it for yourself. So, overall I had great time with it. I did not expect there to be voice acting. I think that's one major thing, is that there's just voice acting, and that's really, really cool. Especially because this was actually made for a game jam. This was actually made for the, let me check. Yes, this was made for the 2026 Global Game Jam, which is cool. This amount of effort put into a game on a game jam is really cool. Not that other games on game jams don't have a lot of effort, but I'm just surprised they managed to fit in voice acting as well, because usually voice acting is always a little extra. It's never really a game's main priority. So the fact that they managed to fit in voice acting, I think, is really cool. And so obviously there's multiple endings, all of which sort of revolve around whether or not you sort of succeed at your things. So I assume one is whether or not you fail at your tasks, one is you succeed at your tasks, and then one is probably about the secrets, about sort of just turning around on the ministry, refusing to just stand by and accept their orders. So there is that. Which I think is cool. Apparently there's I'm actually not too sure how many endings there are. I heard there was 8, but I'm actually not too sure. Again, this is all just kind of hearsay, but I'm not too sure. There is actually a guide on Steam that tells you about all of the endings and how to get them. But again, I'm just going to leave you to that, because I do think that this game does deserve to be played. I think that this sort of idea of, everything has to be perfect. You have to be constantly smiling. And it's sort of ruled over by this dystopian society is really, really interesting. And to some degree, I do see this, things always have to be positive a lot more on social media as well. Not to say that it's going to get this bad, but I definitely do see this push where whenever things do get uncomfortable, when things are sort of, when things do sort of get uncomfortable, when negative things are presented, people often sort of deflect. They do sort of avert themselves from it. And there's this tendency to be like, oh, well, that thing should be presented in the media in general. But that's not how things are supposed to be. I think that there's a very, very big distinction between sort of presenting things as they are and then versus glorifying them. Just the least graphic, I guess, example would be war films, or like, yeah, just like war dramas and stuff like that, right? There are things that are significantly more graphic and stuff like that than war films, but I'm just using war films because it's like the surface level. But oftentimes when we watch war films, it's very much so glorified and stuff like that, and things it's always framed in a way where it's like, oh, it's glory, or oh, we're saving our brothers, or stuff like that, right? You don't see a lot of the negative side. You don't see the civilians. You don't really see the civilian casualties. You don't see the PTSD often. You don't see how shaken people are in war. It's often very much so glorified. And when people do try and sort of depict the darker side, it does tend to receive a less than stellar reception, right? And this occurs, this of course sort of occurs with even darker subjects compared to just, war films. And it's sad to see that negative things can't be discussed when this is a reality that needs to be, I guess, sort of addressed, and it needs to be made aware of, but people do tend to sort of shy away from it. I don't know how I arrived at that rant, but I arrived at it because of this tendency to sort of avert ourselves from discomfort. Right? We always have a tendency to be like, yeah, this is perfect, this is social media. When in reality, nothing is perfect. And we do have a tendency to always force other people to always stay positive, when in reality that's just not possible. Because how perfect is your life? How always positive is your life? It's just not happening, right? And it's not like it's necessarily cruel to address negative things. It's healthy, and it's things that need to be said. It's not deflecting things. It's being realistic and being mature about things. But of course, we all need to sort of sit down and sort of understand that sort of thing. I don't know why I'm perceiving this game as sort of a social commentary, because I think it probably is also a social commentary thing. Of course, a society that sort of tries and sort of control people's emotions as well. So there's that. I'm sorry I went on a rant, but yeah, so at its core, I definitely do like this game, and the themes that it's presenting and the story that it's telling. I definitely do appreciate that a lot. The sound effects, the sound design, phenomenal as well. Voice acting, it's great. It's great. It really is great. The art style, sort of how everything is presented, it's really cool. I think it really much so complements everything. Because I think from an aesthetic standpoint, from a writing standpoint, this game is it's great. Especially because obviously it's a free game, but that's not the only reason why it's good. It's good because stands on its own in terms of all of those different points. Now, the thing that I think this game suffers from the most is controls, is being a game. Because the game is very finicky. Right? I mean, I only turned on like the cursor after, but like it's very finicky. Like the hitboxes are odd and it doesn't really tell you what to do most of the time, right? When I went into the game, you're kind of lost. You kind of had to feel things out. You kind of have to figure things out on your own. And it doesn't help that a lot of the times you have to be sort of pinpoint with how things interact with each other, where your mouse goes, where the needle goes. So a lot of the times you do have to be pinpoint with it and you don't get a tutorial, which was my main struggle with changing the expression. That was definitely the most annoying part about it, because I'm Asian, so my first instinct was, oh, acupuncture. I'll just stab their face, right? That was my first instinct. My first instinct was not, oh, let me drag their face and then pin their face in place with pins. That was not my first instinct because, well, pins that size wouldn't hold like your face. Which is why I perceived it as acupuncture and not just pinning their face in place. Sorry. So there's a couple of things I think on the gameplay side that could be improved. I definitely do think that they should make the hitboxes a bit bigger, make the controls a bit less finicky, and maybe just add like a tutorial. It doesn't even need to be like explained or animated. It just needs to be, it can be text-based, and I'll be happy with that. But the fact that I had to go to their itch.io page to read up on how to actually do the expression change, that was definitely sort of a problem. So yeah. But besides that, I mean, I think this game was overall pretty solid. It was honestly, like, I wouldn't say phenomenal, but it was very, very good. Yeah, I mean, it's just able to go into so many themes and, just fit in such a good aesthetic that complements those themes. So, yeah. But yeah, that was Smile More. I almost said the demo, but that's not a demo. It's the full game. So if you guys want to try out Smile More for yourself, make sure to download the game on itch.io or on Steam. You can of course donate to the devs directly on itch.io. So if you actually did enjoy the game, make sure to, just donate it if you can afford it. Yeah, and of course, if you guys are just interested in their future works, follow them on Steam, on itch.io, and feel free to play through the game and find the other endings and all of that stuff. But yeah, hope you guys have a good morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on when and where you guys are. And see you guys next time. Bye. See you and take care. Bye.